iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Cyber Thunder Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series fires things back off once again right here from Iowa Speedway. That's right, it's the cornstarch 135 drivers out there laying down the final few minutes here in happy hour. Coleridge Fenmore sitting top of the speed charts. No surprise there. Christopher Daniel, that 88 running strong here in the Midlands. Daniel sitting second on the scoring charts right now with a 23-23 for his quick time so far here in happy hour. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all be here tonight. Once again, as always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from the track side here tonight, and it's going to be a wild one as we get ready to embark on the championship chase here this season. Only tonight and next week at Darlington. That's right, the Lady in Black gonna decide it all who gets into the chase right now. 5 drivers, I apologize. Let me look at those notes again. That's right, 5 drivers locked in to that championship chase right now. Coleridge Fenmore, Jeff Sharp, Kyle Jett, Frank DiMaggio, and Bryson Clark all locked in with wins this season. Will we see 2 newcomers slot themselves into the championship with a win here tonight at Iowa or next week at Darlington? We've got 135 laps here tonight to decide it all. We'll have to see how it all shakes down. There you can see a little bit of track information on screen for you there. Not too hot of a night here under the lights in Iowa. 77-degree air temperature, 81-degree track temperature. A little bit hot for these drivers right now, but they should be able to find some grip. The track should cool off as the night rolls on here in America's heartland for the cornstarch 135 right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And as these drivers do have a few minutes before we head into qualifying, we're going to break for a brief commercial break, then get back trackside for you for all your qualifying action. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. And back trackside as promised for all your qualifying action here tonight from Iowa Speedway. Looks like drivers beginning to get into their cars. A few of them will begin to roll off of pit road, try to put down that quick time here tonight in the cornstarch 1:35, America's Heartland. There you can see it on the wall over there. Iowa Speedway tonight for these Cyber Thunder Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series each and every Thursday night. You can find it right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Looks like David Rogerson, Jeff Sharp, Bob Rogerson, Kyle Jett, as well as John Dykeman, Justin Groves, all out on the track. So I tell you what, why don't we go outside of the car, get a little bit of that qualifying action on the screen for you. Kyle Jett out there on track in his 48 machine. 42, I apologize. Let's see if Kyle can do anything with this Toyota Camry. First time around, going to cross the stripe right there. Going to go, I believe, top of the speed charts, 23:42. Quick time so far here tonight. We'll have to see if that stands. David Rogerson going to go top 5. Chris Wold now breaks into the top 5 as well with his first time lap. Tyler Beeman, Justin Groves out there on track. Cole Gray, Eric Anderson, Dave Sanders also joins the drivers on track. Let's see, where does Jett go? Second time lap, back to the top of the speed charts. Quick time, 23:26. Another driver beginning his time lapse. Let's take a look right here at the 92 of Bradley Beeman. Beeman out there on his up-to-speed lap. I believe this is his up-to-speed lap. Down the back stretch into turn number 3, Kyle Jett still sitting on the top of your qualifying standings. We'll go ahead and throw that race information up for you to the left-hand side of your screen. There you have it right there for you to follow along. Going to cross the stripe. Bradley Beeman going to go 13th on the speed charts here. Kyle Jett still sitting there maintaining that top spot. Is anybody going to be able to knock him off? We've got Robert Gregory, Mark Schrader, Coolidge Fenmore, as well as Paul Turner, Christopher Daniel, Frank DiMaggio back in the field after being gone for a few weeks, and Tom Richter yet to go out on their qualifying attempts. Bremen gonna go just outside of the top 5 slot in that 6th spot. Let's take a look now with Dalton Carter in the 53. Drone cam in the center of the track here at Iowa Speedway, bringing you all of the action tonight in qualifying. A little loose off of 4 there, having to catch the car. That's going to slow down that first time lap. Dalton Carter going to have to nail this second lap if he's going to go anywhere. 17th on the speed charts. 26 drivers at the track here tonight. We'll see how many of them put down a qualifying time. Almost into the outside wall. Carter struggling to find the grip, struggling to find the speed here tonight. John Dykeman gonna go way up the track. Dykeman gonna go second on the speed charts, 23:31. Still about, what is that, 0.05 off of that provisional pole right now, being held down by Kyle Jett in that 42 machine. That Toyota Camry fired up here tonight. Christopher Daniel gonna take his attempts at a qualifying lap. Let's ride with Daniel around the track. Well, actually, he's just kind of hanging out at the end of pit road. So, there you go. 4 minutes into this 10-minute qualifying session here for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series, brought to you by Cyber Thunder Racing Leagues right here on iRacing.com, the world's #1 racing simulator, and drifting through the corner into the outside wall. That's not going to be what you want. That's going to be no good for Daniel. He'll have to reset, try to go down there, rub those fenders out just a little bit, get back out there on the track. Looks like Mark Schrader going to go out for his time lapse. We'll see where Schrader's at into pit road in the Dogecoin 21 machine. Let's see what he can do in that Toyota Camry. Isn't that a pretty picture? Coming right at you, right into your living room, right through your phone and computer screen. That 21 Dogecoin, it's going to the top of the track just like Doge is going to the top of the stocks. If you haven't already, jump on board the movement here with Dogecoin. I know you want to. I know you need to. That Camry looks nice up there to the high side here at Iowa. A little bit bumpy at times through those higher lanes. Oh, gets super loose through the grass. That's going to wipe out not just lap 1, but lap 2 as he was through the grass on this second lap. So tough break for Schrader. He's going to miss out on a good qualifying attempt here. Christopher Daniel going to go 6th on the speed chart, 23:42. And, well, that's about all she wrote for Schrader. He's still going to go out there and give it his all, but I don't believe this lap is going to count at all for Schrader. Going to cross the line. Does he get a time? No time going down. Lap disallowed because of the racing incident, the off-track incident right there for Schrader. So tough break for him. Looks like he's going to stay back there somewhere outside of your top 20. Robert Gregory, Paul Turner, Tom Richter, Frank DiMaggio, Coleridge, Finmore yet to go out on track. As there you can see again the 21 with some trouble, and he is down in the grass. Looking to see if we've got anybody else going out there with just about 3 minutes remaining in qualifying. Paul Turner going to go out there, see if he can't get something done. Oh, and Turner's going to have some trouble, and that's going to put an end to his qualifying attempts. Turner going to go ahead and pull right on back down pit road. Tough break for that number 4 crew. Turner was having a good go there in happy hour, but unfortunately doesn't look like it's translating over here in qualifying for him and his crew. Richter, DiMaggio, Finmore yet to go out on the track, and just like that, and Mitchenham, speak of the devil, winning devil that is, top of the speed charts in happy hour, going out on his qualifying attempt now, still sporting that 14 on the hood. Our thoughts and prayers still with Crank and his entire family as he continues to try to battle it out with COVID. So Crank, if you're watching, if you're listening, we do miss you, bud, and we wish you the best, and we hope you have a speedy recovery, and we hope to see you soon right here back at the track. Tom Richter also going to go out on his time lap there. You can see that do it for Crank. Hashtag right on the side of that one of Finmore still for the second week in a row. I do believe some more drivers out there sporting that hashtag still. I tell you what, we're sporting that hashtag for you too, buddy. Right there, information bar with these drivers. Coleridge Finmore on his first time lap goes 11th on the speed charts. As we're going to continue to do it for Crank here each and every week in the Cyber Thunder Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Finmore off the corner, back across the stripe. Where's he going to slot in? All the way through the charts, but not good enough. Going to slot in a second there. Pole position safe right now for Finmore. Tom Richter waiting at the end of a pit road with just about 60 seconds to go here. I'm not sure that Richter's going to get in a time lapse. So with that being said, race fans, looks like Kyle Jett walks away with the provisional pole here tonight. And with that being said, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Head down trackside for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
so proudly railed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back trackside as the field already off the starting grid. We'll wait to see if we can get to this starting lineup before we go green flag racing. I do believe that Chevy Silverado pace truck will duck off this time by Kyle Jett in the 42 will bring the field. No, and it looks like we are going to have time for that starting lineup. So there you can see it right there on screen for you. And it looks like we're at the tail end of the grid here. But we'll just run it down the good old-fashioned way right here. Kyle Jett, Coleridge, Finmore, row number 1, row number 2, John Dykeman and Bob Rogerson, Mike Grandy Sr. and Chris Wold. Back in row number 3, row number 4 here tonight, Justin Groves and Christopher Daniel. Row number 5, rounding out your top 10, Eric Anderson and Bradley Beeman. Bill Jett, Eric Moyer lined up just behind, Eric Moore just behind them. Brian Dorsey, Zach Shahalis back on the track. Good to see you back. Zach Colgray, David Rogerson, Dave Gainford, Dave Sanders, Dalton Carter, Jeff Sharp, Mark Schrader, Frank DiMaggio round out your field here tonight. Drivers set to go green flag racing for the first time, and green flag flies here tonight at Iowa Speedway in the cornstarch 135. Down into turn 1, Kyle Jett takes control of the race with ease. Finmore up at the top, 2-3 wide back through the pack. Of short track racing here at Iowa Speedway as the drivers all make their way off the corner. There you can see right there Bob Rogerson and John Dykeman going after it. Now Finmore looks to the bottom on Jett. Gonna take that spot away, gonna slide up the track through the center of 1 and 2. New race leader, Coleridge Finmore. So after Jett took the provisional pole, led a lap, he's fallen back now to the 3rd position on track. And it looks like Zach Shahalis having a little bit of trouble off track here on lap number 3. He keeps it going, though. We stay green flag racing. Mike Grandy Sr. back there in 4th. John Dykeman inside the top 5. Justin Groves gaining some spots. He's up to 6th. A lot of battles all over this track, drivers all over each other, so we'll jump around just a little bit here with some of the action going on. There you can see that 32 of Chris Wolf and Tyler Beeman. They're pretty much running with each other just like they did last week. The 92 of Bradley Beeman right there with Eric Moore just behind them. Cole Gray not too far off. Brian Dorsey, Eric Anderson, Dave Gainforth, Dave Sanders, and David Rogerson all right there packed up with each other, running 16th, 17th, 18th on the track. Looking back through some other drivers, looks like Tom Richter was not able to make the field here. Electrical issues causing that 34 to miss the grid here tonight, and unfortunately it looks like they're still working on that 34 car, so he is going to lose a little bit in the point standings, and that's a little bit tough coming into tonight's race. Third in the point standings, and well, not too far off of the cushion for himself as he's trying to make it into a second championship here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, right here for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Eric Moore looks to the Cole Gray looks to the inside of Eric Moore on the outside, and that number 5 Autism Speaks Chevy ZL1 Camaro. Cole Gray on the bottom of that familiar 3. Brian Dorsey starting to sneak his way up into the mix. Dorsey breaks into the top 15. Dave Sanders gaining a ton so far here. He's up 4 positions, should say. Oh, and Sanders just like that gonna have some trouble. Caution on the speedway. Let's take a look back, see how it all went down. I do believe Dave Sanders is gonna be our victim here. Let's take a look, see how it all went down. There you can see that 77 down on the inside. He's going to slot himself in between Dorsey and Gainforth. Gainforth with a little bit of a nudge, and around that 77 goes. I don't think it was malicious. I don't really think there was too much contact there. We'll take another look at it here, see if we can't get a better look at it. And there you have it. Once again, it looks like a little bit of a net code there. And then Frank DiMaggio. What happened to DiMaggio? There you can see him. He's getting loose. He's trying to save it, trying not to have any troubles. You can see that 95. Let's see what happens with him here. Goes into the corner. On the brakes hard. Locks it up. Almost misses him. Then the 4 catches him. And in comes the 21. And oh, and the 24 comes in a little bit late, too, and he's going to catch a little piece of this as well. Multiple drivers caught up in that one early here tonight. First caution of the race comes out on lap number 8. Back at the front, though, with your race leader, Coleridge Fenmore, as he continues to try to, drive for 5 here. 4 race wins on the season so far here for Fenmore. Can he make it 5 tonight here at Iowa? And if you got to peek at any particular time of the season, right now is when you want to do it. And that seems to be exactly what Fenmore is doing. Fenmore went to victory lane last week, if you remember, at Circuit of the Americas for the Crank It 60. Do it for Crank right here. Last week on the Turn 3 Racing Network. That was quite a show at the road course down there in Texas. Little different racing here tonight. Short track in America's heartland right here at Iowa Speedway. Well, not too far away from where the Wheels for Warriors USA is centrally located here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So some work being done out there in the heartland by a great organization. If you haven't already, checked down through the description. You can find a little bit of information there, but head on over to their website. Click the link down there in the description. Head on over to the Wheels for Warriors USA website, www.w4wusa.org. Wheels for Warriors USA, helping vets 2 wheels at a time. And while we've got ourselves some time, let's see if the pace car lights go out this time by, and they're gonna stay on. So I tell you what, we didn't have an opportunity to bring this to you there in qualifying or pre-race. So why don't we go ahead and throw a little bit of this official information up for you. There you can see how the points are stacking up heading in to these final 2 races here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Then next week when we head to Darlington Raceway, Lady in Black gonna decide it all, who makes their way into the chase and who doesn't. Fenmore with quite a bit of a lead over his fellow competitors, 102 points to be exact. He is already locked in. Jeff Sharp also locked in. You can see Sharp outside of the top 5 in the point standings. Kyle Jett, Frank DiMaggio, both of those drivers locked in as well. Kyle Jett, Bryson Clark, a few more of the drivers. Those are your 5 that are already locked into that championship chase. But it's gonna begin to get interesting because Tom Richter not making the race here tonight, so he's gonna fall from that 3rd position in points. How far will he fall, and how good will he need to run next week at Darlington? Well, it's a close battle. There you can see right there, 307, 307, 306, 306, 305. It is a very, very close battle right outside of your top 10 in the points because, well, we take 12 into the first round of the championship chase. Who's going to make it? Who's going to grab a chance to continue to chase that trophy? Chevy Silverado pace truck lights are outfield, back double file. Coolidge Finmore elects the top side for the restart. Going to put that 78 of Bob Rogerson to the inside. Pace truck down and away in the restart box, and green flag flies once again here at Iowa Speedway on the Turn 3 Racing Network. The Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series fires things back off. There you can see that 42. He's making some moves back up through the field. He has fallen way from where he started, down 4 spots to be exact, running in the 5th position right now. Can your pole sitter climb back up through this field? Side by side racing for second, Mike Grandy Sr. trying to take that spot away on the outside. That run's going to prevail. How about that 41 of Dykeman? He's now back up inside the top 5, running in the 4th spot. Close racing action back here. Why don't we take a look at some of these battles on the track? There you can see drivers move. That 42 almost had a big time moment. 28 of Bill Jett had to check up just a little bit. He'll dive to the bottom of the speedway, going down into turns number 1 and out of 2. Here comes that 42 back on the outside with a good run off of 2. Still more battles to be brought to you, so let's take a look at this one right here. There you can see that 3 of Cole Gray. Oh, a little bit of a slip there, a little loose coming out of 4. He'll go ahead and give that position up to Bradley Beeman. Take another shot at it here as he's trying to fight off that hard-charging 5 of Eric Moore. Moore all over him now, making his way to the outside down the backstretch. He's going to pull Gray as they enter turn 3. Gray going to fight back down there on the inside lane, but to no avail. Door going to be open now for that 9 of Brian Dorsey to follow through. Nope, not going to do so. Now looks like Gray going to elect to keep it on the bottom of the speedway right now. Back a little closer to the racing action. Moore still keeping it high side. Run's going to prevail finally after 3 laps, and now Dorsey's already beginning to file through. Dave Gainforth in that 101. He's looking at trying to take a spot away. No, looks like Gray going to go up the track and block that spot. Now Gainforth down to the bottom of the 37 of David Rogerson, not far off of him. A lot of small different battles all over this raceway right now, but Coleridge Finmore continues to lead the field. He snatched the race lead back on lap number 3 and has not looked back since. Finmore looking to dominate once again. Chris Bold right here battling for position. Bold trying to get up there and battle with Justin Groves. Christopher Daniel not too far off the back end of that 32 machine. There you can see Groves just in front of Bold. That 80, that 99, I apologize. I'm digging that paint scheme, man. That is a nice looking ride. Finmore continuing to open up that gap. It's now up to just over 1 second over Mike Grandy Sr. John Dykeman right there in third. Fourth place, Bob Rogerson, Bill Jett, Kyle Jett, fifth and sixth on the track. But they're all over each other. Look at this scrum right here on the track. The 99 of Gross going to drop to the bottom. Wold going to try to follow through. He's trying to defend against Christopher Daniel right now in that 88. Daniel all over that rear deck lid right now, looking to the inside of the 32 of Wold. Way up the track, Justin Groves trying to find some grip, trying to find a way by that 28 of Bill Jett. Groves finally powering around the outside, and it looks like that's going to be the preferred line here, race fans. It looks like the outside is the way to go. The momentum being able to be kept right now by these drivers. And looks like the 28's going to try to slide up the track. And into the outside wall goes Chris Wood. Wood's going to go through the infield. And there is hard impact with that left driver's side of his Cup car. Also, I do believe a penalty going to come from crossing over into pit road. So Chris Wold with some big time trouble. Just 26 laps into tonight's race. We jump back up here with this battle. Bill Jett, Justin Groves, Tyler Beeman all running with each other. Justin Groves looking for a spot as Kyle Jett, your pole sitter inside of that 42 Toyota Camry, still struggling for some grip, still trying to find the speed on a race run here as we begin lap number 28 out of the 135 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Whoa, big moment for your pole sitter right there. You can see him all sorts of out of shape coming off of turn number 2. Looks like he's still struggling for grip down there on the inside, and that's what you got to be careful of. Drivers down there on the inside getting loose, washing up into you. It could end your very own night. Justin Groves going to try the slide job up into the top 5. Gonna do so. Grabs that spot away, just narrowly missing the front end of that Ford Mustang of Bob Rogerson just behind him. Ooh, that was pretty close. Going to continue to jump around the track just a little bit, bring you some more of the racing action. We've got drivers all over each other right here in this pack. Justin Groves, Bob Rogerson, Kyle Jett, Bill Jett, Tyler Beeman not too far off. Beeman in that 91 machine starting to make some gains. Coolridge, Finmore also making gains here tonight. Finmore almost a 2-second advantage over the field already. 1.7 seconds separates himself from his closest competitor, Mike Grandy Sr. in the 12, sitting in that second spot right now. John Dykeman running right where he started tonight's race, right there in a third. Side-by-side battle once again with Groves. I'm telling you, I'm digging that 99, man. It looks good out there under the lights. That Amoco paint scheme on that Chevy ZL1 Camaro, man, I am digging it. That cat looks fast, and that cat is fast out here at Iowa and America's Heartland for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series Cornstarch 135. And coming out of pit road, looks like the electrical issues may not have been fixed. We thought they may have got them fixed. It was going to give Richter a moment to get around the track and see if he could get up to speed, but no, Tom Richter having to go back down pit road. Looks like they may have forgot a thing or two after getting that car finally fired up and out there on to the raceway here for tonight's Cornstarch 135. Drivers getting ready to cross the, oh my gosh! Big trouble for Dykeman, the 99 caught up. More drivers go around. Oh my gosh. Justin Groves involved. John Dykeman caught up. Let's take a look, see how it all went down. There you can see off of 4. Looks like Dykeman has trouble. Groves piles in, catches the 42. He's going to get turned. He's trying to save it. And how about that ride right there by the 42? Your pole sitter. Man, that was crazy. Hard impact with that outside wall for Dykeman. His night is probably going to be over. Woo, look at that 88 go sliding through there. Let's take a look at Christopher Daniel here in that 88. Why don't we go cockpit camera here. Whoa, buddy. Lots of smoke. It's sideways. Oh, and pancakes that driver's side. That's going to leave a mark. That's going to pretty much put an end for his chance at a win here tonight. So Daniel going to have to be in damage control from this point on. Multiple drivers caught up and involved in this one as we jump back live once again as your race leader Coolidge Fenmore brings the field down pit road. And well, with that being said, race fans, second caution of the evening, just under 100 laps left to go here tonight. So we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need to tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
We come back to you trackside as the field back behind the Chevy Silverado pace truck. Looks like the field will get the one to go this time by Tom Richter. Will get a wave around, get one of his multiple laps down back here. Richter down about 37 laps, I do believe is what it is. 32, sorry about that, Tom. Tough break here for him tonight in that 34. Do it for Crank Hamburger Helper, Betty Crocker. 34. Chevy ZL1 Camaro, and it does look like Richter's gonna have to go back down pit road, so no wave around. He'll fall back down to 33 laps down. And it looks like a few drivers trying to get off of pit road in time. Not sure they're gonna beat that pace car off. Ooh, and it does look like drivers able to get off of pit road and get up to speed, but they're going to have to get around the track in a hurry if they're going to catch up to the tail end of this lead pack. Coolidge Finmore, your race leader, led everybody onto pit road, led the field back off of pit road. He'll lead the field back to the green flag. He's going to elect to take the outside row. Kyle Jet Bob Rogerson right there in row number 2. Row number 3 for the restart, Bradley Beeman, Eric Moore, Brian Dorsey, and Cole Gray. 7th and 8th on the track, David Rogerson and Dave Gainforth round out your top 10. Pace truck down and away. And here we go. Green flag racing back here at Iowa Speedway. Drivers already got 40 laps in the book as they work lap number 41 on the restart. Here comes Grandy to that inside, making the 12 work in contact. Sanders goes around. Back under a quick caution. Let's see what happened back here to that 77 of Dave Sanders. A little bit of an accordion effect. He catches it up to the 4, getting into the corner. Not able to check up enough. A little bit of contact. And that 77 goes around. No harm, no foul. A little bit of damage on the front end of his machine. So I would venture to say a little bit of damage to the tail end of Paul Turner's number 4. Quick caution once again here at Iowa Speedway. Third caution of the evening. Lap number 43 now underway. Field looks like they're all going to elect, or pretty much all of them going to elect to stay out there on the track. Justin Groves, Bill Jett, Chris Bould, Christopher Daniel, John Dykeman, Paul Turner, Dave Sanders, all down on to pit road. So it looks like those drivers are still trying to fix some damage on their car, still playing the damage control game at this point in time, looking to see if they can somehow fix the machine and give themselves a shot at a podium spot, maybe even a race win. But how about that last restart race, fans? That 12 of Mike Grandy Sr. shot out of a cannon down there on the inside lane. He took the race lead. So your third different race leader here tonight with just 2 lead changes from Iowa Speedway in the cornstarch 1:35, lap number 44 now on the book. Drivers have, what's that? Somebody do the math for me, please. Somewhere in the 90 laps remaining mark, somewhere right around there. And that's going to click off really quick here. Iowa Speedway is known for putting down some pretty quick race times. Looks like 23:69 last time by for Mike Grandy Sr. under green. Able to get up through the gears in these Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series machines, and all these drivers doing a heck of a job so far this week. We do have a few more Toyotas in the field than last week. 3 Toyotas on track. We've got a handful of Fords, but mostly Chevy dominated field here tonight in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Cornstarch 1:35. Pace car lights gonna stay on, so we're gonna go around the track one more time. I'm sorry, race fans. Check it in over there on the chat with my good buddy inside of that 34 machine, and he just wants everybody to know that the hamburger helper machine, well, it's burnt. It's kind of done for. Yeah, not a good night here at Iowa Speedway for that 34 team. Richter gonna have to recover well at Darlington And that's going to be a tricky track all into itself, and then you add on the added pressure of having to finish inside. I believe he'll be safe with a top 10, but still it's going to get dicey from that point on out. If Richter should have an incident, it could very well change the dynamics of the championship chase heading in to the first round of 12. So we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. And how about this? Do want to mention this. Look at this man in the 82 Ford Mustang. Robert Gregory made his way into the 17th position. There you can see that 82 slotted just beside Mark Schrader in the 21 Dogecoin machine. But Gregory up 10 spots from where he started tonight's race. Big time movers so far, and we'll jump back to the front of the field for the restart. Once again, field in the hands of your new race leader, Mike Grandy Sr. He's going to take the top side. We've seen it work. Last time it did not for Finmore, and green flag flies as they nail the loud pedal. Looks like Finmore back up on the gas and through the gears, much better than that 12 this time. Finmore fires off, goes back to the front of this. Oh, Grandy Sr. way up the track. And how about this, your provisional pole sitter? Well, no longer provisional, but your pole sitter for tonight, Kyle Jett. He has got that thing fixed up. He's headed back to the front and back inside of those top two positions. Can he go back to the race lead? We'll have to wait to see if that happens, if that unfolds. We'll jump around just a little bit as the battles begin to unfold here after the restart. There you can see that 24 machine is Zach Shahalis. Shahalis running strong here after rejoining the track. There you can see, I believe, that is Tyler Beeman in the 91 machine just to his outside. Yes, it is. There you can see that Petty Blue 43 machine. Eric Anderson running well here tonight. Looking to go 3 wide. Is Beeman gonna put it in there? That door's gonna get closed rather quickly. I thought they were gonna go 3 wide. The 19 of Jeff Sharp struggling just a little bit now as Jahalis begins to close in. That 24 Toyota Camry slotted right where he started tonight's race, back in the 15th position. And this is about your biggest battles on track right now, all the way from Dave Gainforth right on back. So just outside of your top 10, Gainforth, Anderson, Beeman, Sharp, Shahalis, Schrader, Carter, Sanders, Daniel, and Jett round out your top 20. Drivers look like they're beginning to sort things on out. How about this man right here? We got to go give this guy some TV time. I tell you what, how about that? Frank DiMaggio, after being gone for multiple weeks here, DiMaggio, driver out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada, gonna rejoin the track, rejoin the field. He's up 15 spots from where he started tonight's race, now running inside the top 10, sitting in the 7th position. That 95 is dialed in, and he is heading back to the front. He is your only other multiple race winner this season. So can DiMaggio somehow find a way to get up there and knock Finmore back out of that top spot and grab his 4th win on the season? Try to get his drive for 5 done before Finmore's able to. We'll have to wait to see how it all unfolds throughout the rest of this race. Still a very, very long way to go in tonight's cornstarch 135 right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. DiMaggio still fighting for positions. He's looking to the inside now on Brian Dorsey. Eric Moore not too far off in front of him. He's looking to have a 2-for-1 here. DiMaggio on the bottom coming out of 3. He's going to pull even now with Moore after taking that 6th spot away from Brian Dorsey. I told you he was moving to the front. He's now going to take that 5th spot away from Eric Moore. They're even through the center of 1 and 2. Drag race down the backstretch. Advantage goes to DiMaggio. DiMaggio now trying to pull even with with Bob Rogerson in the 78 machine. And I tell you what, here in just a handful of laps, I believe DiMaggio is going to break his way into a podium spot. Your top 2 drivers have stepped away from the field. A 1 second advantage for your race leader, Coleridge Finmore, ahead of Kyle Jett, who has a 1.2 second advantage over the 12 of Mike Grandy Sr., Bob Rogerson, and Frank DiMaggio round out your top 5. DiMaggio still fighting to take that position away and up the track right in front of that 78 machine of Bob Rogerson. And Rogerson now going to lose a little bit of ground. He's got Dorsey as well as Moore all over his rear deck lid now as they battle for that 5th and 6th position. DiMaggio already beginning to separate himself. And what has happened to Coleridge? Coleridge has lost some time, about 0.2 of a second here in the past lap. We'll check him out. Go up here, may have had a little bit of contact with the outside wall. We'll see if we can't look at that right side. And no, it looks clean, so it looks like Kyle Jett just putting the heat on now. We'll jump around a little bit still, bring you some more of the action all over this speedway. There you can see that 4-5 car train heading down the backstretch. The 92 of Bradley Beeman looking for a spot. Eric Moore, Cole Gray still going at it on the track as well. Gray sitting back in the 7th position. Moore falling back through the field, was up inside the top 5. Now running in the 8th position. And that Autism Speaks. Hashtag do it for Craig, number 5. And I tell you what, race fans, as we begin to get closer to that halfway point here tonight, if you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're just casually sliding on through to say hey, or you are the dedicated fan, friend, or family. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time. So with that being said, throw these drivers a thumbs up. A lot of great racing action brought to you here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, not just tonight in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series, but each and every night you can find some great racing action right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And this is where you can find all your Cyber Thunder Pro Cup Series action brought to you by this year Wheels for Warriors USA, doing some big things across the country. They've already got their first sponsorship program in the books here in 2021, looking for the next one to come out here very shortly. We'll have some information on that for you as well. Charity race coming up very soon here for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series as well. Some big exciting things coming out of the woodworks, and if you haven't already, scroll down through that description, click the link, head on over to that Wheels for Warriors website. Any and all donations go to help sponsor and mentor a veteran in need. As we all know, that big number, 22 veterans a day lose their lives to suicide. That is 22 too many, and the Wheels for Warriors USA group doing a lot of great things, helping vets 2 wheels at a time. That's right, motorcycles involved. It is such a therapy. If you don't believe me, Google it, Alexa it, whatever you gotta do. I promise you, it has been proven scientifically that there are a lot of therapeutic measures that come from being a motorcycle rider, being able to just enjoy those moments. And another thing that it gives these veterans is the sense of camaraderie that they once had in the service, that so many of them are missing. Any and all donations help. It doesn't have to be money. You can give you can give some used parts if you got them, as long as they're in good condition. Helmets, gear, whatever you got, these guys will make it work. Check them all out over at www.w4wusa.org. Wheels for Warriors USA. Drivers crossing the start-finish line. Going to begin lap number 70 here tonight out of the 135 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. We are past the halfway point, so let's run down your top 5 up here leading this field, leading the most laps so far here tonight, leading in the points series as well. The one of Coleridge Finmore. After taking the pole position here in qualifying, the 42 struggled for a little bit, but now the New Milford driver sitting inside of that 42 Toyota Camry, Kyle Jett, runs in second. And caution on the speedway. Looks like we've had an on-track incident. Looks like Mike Grandy Sr. having some issues. Let's take a look and see what happened back on lap 71. Oh, and contact between Dykeman and the 12 of Grandy Sr. trying to save it, and hard into the outside wall. Oh, and the 43 pounds it. Oh my gosh. That is big time trouble for that 43. His engine is definitely gone. Why don't we go on board here with the driver of that 43. He's going to make his way through the corner. There you can see that smoke. He's trying to look for it. There you see the car way up top, and then, boxed in, my gosh. Hard impact right there, my goodness. That is a hard lick for Eric Anderson right there. Man, I tell you what, that is rough. So we'll rejoin the field back at the front as everybody down onto pit road. So as drivers get the tires, we're going to step away and get the sponsors in here as we go cyber side by side.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And back trackside as the Chevy Silverado Pace truck lights are off. We're ready to go back. Green flag racing this time by fourth caution of the evening after contact between Dykeman and Mike Grandy Sr. That caught up Eric Anderson as well. Finn Moore to the line and green flag flies. Once again, how about that restart by Kyle Jett on the outside? He gets a great jumping up through the gears. But look who's in the podium spots. The 95 has made his way up through this field, up 19 spots from where he started outside of your top 20. Frank DiMaggio powering down, trying to put that 95 up in one of those top 2 positions here tonight. Looks like everybody up through the gears with fair amount of ease here on this latest restart. We've got some drivers battling for position, so we'll jump around the track, bring you some of that action now. As down into the corner, Dave Gainforth, he tries to close in on a few of the drivers around him. Cole Gray just off in front. Bradley Beaton also sitting in front of Dave Gainforth right now. That 3 of Gray looking to stay inside the top 10. He's up 8 positions from where he started tonight's race back in 16th, now running in the 8th spot. Let's take a look at some of your other big movers here tonight. Dave Gainforth just behind Cole Gray. He's up 9 positions from where he started back in 18th. So we have had some comers and goers here tonight. And why don't we go ahead and run down a little bit of house cleaning here as we work our way around the track on lap number 81 out of the 135 scheduled in the official race distance. 26 drivers took to the track here tonight. We have still got 23 out there running on the track. We'll have to wait to see if Mike Grandy Sr. is able to get that 12 machine back out there on track. But 23 drivers on the track at this time with just 22 left on the lead lap. Chris Bull in the wounded 32 machine out there, last driver on the lead lap in the 22nd position. Staying with this battle right here for the time being, Bradley Beeman, Cole Gray going to begin to battle for supremacy on the track. They're going to mix that spot up left and right. Ridge Finmore still leading your pole sitter Kyle Jett by just 4/10 of a second. Jett with the same gap back to DiMaggio. So those 2 drivers going to continue to pound it down here tonight. Battle still underway here on the track. Dave Gainforth looking for a spot on Tyler Beeman. Cole Gray was able to take a spot. Gray looking for another one on Bradley Beeman. Now Bob Rogerson running strong just outside of your top 5, sitting in the 6th position. And right now, looking inside of that top 10, it looks like this track really falling into the hands of the Ford drivers. We've got 4 Fords up here inside the top 10. Just one Toyota, one lonely Toyota up at the front of this field. Kyle Jett, only Toyota driver inside of your top 10. Got to go all the way back to the 13th position to find your next Toyota driver. Now back to 14th as Jahalis loses a spot there on the high side. That 24 had been gone from the track for quite a while after an unfortunate situation took place. Tornado coming through the town and pretty much wiping out everything that Jahalis had. Good to see the community come together. Good to see this league come together. And good to see a lot of our fans and friends out there in TV land also come together, chipping in with the GoFundMe page to get Jahalis back up on his feet, back up and running, and, well, in a new apartment now. So Jahalis finally got back to where he was able to get back onto iRacing, and it's good to see him back out there on the track. Zach, we missed you. And I'll tell you what, I kind of like that green Rolex ski. It's kind of looking good right there. Kind of like it. Digging that one as well. I'm a paint scheme snob if you haven't noticed. Dave Sanders with some trouble on the track. He goes way to the high side. Sanders gonna fall back to 16th now. Coleridge Fenmore continuing to lead. He's knocking on the door of having a 1 second gap back to Kyle Jett, who's big moment there for the forward Paul Turner. Kyle Jett beginning to get reeled back in by that man right there, the 95 of Frank DiMaggio, sitting into the third spot. They have almost 2 seconds back to Eric Moore, the 9 of Brian Dorsey right there as well. Bob Rogerson, Bradley Beeman, Cole Gray, Tyler Beeman, and David Rogerson round out your top 10. Eric Moore continues to keep his autism speaks. Number 5 up there inside the top 5, running in the 4th position right now. Looking for more. Gap now over 1 second for your race leader, Coleridge Fenmore. Kyle Jett sitting in second. Here comes DiMaggio. He's got that gap down to just 0.6 of an advantage. Can DiMaggio close in and try to run down Coleridge Fenmore? Green flag pit stops are something we have not seen take place yet here tonight. From Iowa Speedway on the Turn 3 Racing Network for the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series, and drivers inching their way towards that 100 lap mark. If that is where it's going to get serious. Only 35 laps, 37, let's actually do the math, 39 laps left to go here tonight for these drivers. Can they find a way to bring down that one of Coleridge Fenmore? Has been on fire. Will Fenmore see victory lane back-to-back race weeks here in the Cyber Thunder Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series? We'll have to wait just a handful of more laps to find that out. Gonna jump around the field now, go back to these battles going on here as you've got the 37 of David Rogerson trying to make a pass. Cole Gray still trying to get up there and around that 92. Brian Dorsey, Bob Rogerson, Bradley Beeman, all right here, tucked in nose to tail right now. That's all from about 5th all the way back to 10th. Last driver in line right here, just behind that 3 of Cole Gray, Tyler Beeman. He's got himself about 0.8 of a second over Jeff Sharp, who's got not much of a gap, about a half a second back to David Rogerson. Bill Jett sitting not too far off of them. So we've got, the 43 way up the track. The 43 of Eric Anderson out there in damage control mode goes way up the track, and now battle side by side. Look at this. Brian Dorsey going at it now. Brian Dorsey, Bob Rogerson, they're mixing it up. That's 5th and 6th on the speedway. Eric Moore has walked away. He's got himself a 1.5 second advantage. Running now in the 4th position. Can he gain any more time? Can he run down those top 3? Drivers all down to 3 wide contact. 3 wide with Cole Gray, Tyler Beeman, Bradley Beeman. All right, they're making some contact, and it looks like Tyler, he's going to be the one that benefits the most out of that. He's going to grab a position away from Cole Gray. Bradley Beeman and Cole Gray coming together just a little bit of a rub right there. And you know what they say, well, rubbing is racing. As we were saying there before that little bit of a tense moment, drivers last to pit road back on lap number 72. So they've been out there for over 30 laps on these fuel and tires. The tires have got to be giving out. They're already over almost a 1.5 second drop off, fall off on the speed charts right now. Last time by, your race leader ran a 24.77, and these drivers were running down in the low 23-second bracket. So the fall off is there. Is anybody willing to come down pit road and try the undercut a little bit early here, as they've already been on pit road as long as they've got left in this race? Or will we see these drivers run the run it out strategy and run that fuel cell dry? And well, just how many laps is it? We are going to go back to the front. Check out this battle once again. That 42 of Kyle Jett, your pole sitter here tonight, struggling with the grip, struggling with the speed here late in the race. Frank DiMaggio, he was out over a 1 second disadvantage. He has tracked him down and is now under a half a second off of taking that second spot away from your pole sitter, Kyle Jett. And as these two drivers get closer to each other and that battle unfolds, Fenmore scooting away from the field yet again. That one is going to lead the most laps here on Thursday night in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Whoa, big moment there for Kyle Jett. All kinds of sideways out of turn number 4. He's going to lose another 0.2 to DiMaggio, and that very well may just be the ticket that DiMaggio needed. Jett going to have some heated up rear tires, and that's not going to fare well for the grip. Trying to look through the rest of this field, trying to see what other battles we do have out there on the track that we can get to you. Tell you what, why don't we go back to this one right here. Still raging on between multiple drivers. The 9 of Brian Dorsey's tied up with the 91 of Tyler Beeman. There you can see those two drivers making their way out of turn number 2, down the back stretch once again. Under 25 laps now make that just 24 laps to go. And well, race fans, we haven't done it all night long. Why don't we take just a brief moment here as the field begins to wind down. These laps inch closer and closer to tonight's official race distance. We're going to mute the mics, hush it on up for a minute, and we're going to crank it up for Bell. Big moment. You seen it right there on screen. On board with David Robertson. Everybody checks up. Nobody goes around. We stay green flag. That's going to stack the field up just a little bit. Tyler Beeman now falling into the clutches of Christopher Daniel. As we look back from the 28 of Bill Jett, we'll go back outside of the car once again. As Jett tries to close in on Cole Gray, that's a battle for 8th and 9th on the speedway. Kyle Jett has been able to walk back away from Frank DiMaggio. He's opened that gap back out to almost a 1 second advantage as Coleridge Fenimore continues to lay down the quickest times on the track. Last time by, your race leader almost a 10th faster than Kyle Jett. So Fenimore handling the business here tonight. The drive for 5 may happen here tonight. 2-3 wide coming off of the corner exit of 2. My goodness. Bill Jett looking for 2 positions. He's going to get 1 from Cole Gray. He's going to slide up right in between the 9 of Dorsey and that 3 of Gray. My gosh, that was close. Dropping back down to the bottom, looking to do the same move. Slide job coming. Here comes the 28. He's going to go to the high side. Woo, big moment there. Ooh, Cole Gray and Brian Dorsey almost come. Oh, and the 91 of Beeman goes around. He's able to save it. I think he may have avoided a penalty there. Big time moment late in this green flag run for the 91 of Tyler Beeman. Almost goes all the way around. Not sure how he saved that one. And there you can see that wounded warrior right there. No pun intended or anything like that. My goodness, look at the front clip. Missing off of that 99 of Justin Groves. He has been in some big time damage control mode here. Sitting now just outside of your top 15, sitting in the 16th position. We'll jump back up here with this battle as it continues to unfold. That 9 of Brian Dorsey holding down the 8th position, but he's got Cole Gray, Jeff Sharp closing in fast. Christopher Daniel battling with Dave Gainford. That's 10th and 11th on the speedway. Not much to be said up there with your race leader, Coleridge Fenimore. He's still got himself a 1.8 second advantage over Kyle Jett. Frank DiMaggio running in 3rd. Eric Moore, solid top 5 right now, running in the 4th spot. And Bradley Beeman rounds out your top 5. As your race leader works his way off of the corner, right there into your living room, heads down into turn number 3 as he heads towards the start-finish line to give us just 10 laps to go. If you haven't already, race fans, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're just casually sliding through to say hey, or you are the dedicated fan, friend, or family, maybe even the sponsor out there. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So give yourselves a high five and toss these drivers a thumbs up. Finmore out to a 2.2 second advantage, so nothing to see there. Let's take a look back here at this battle, because Frank DiMaggio, he's laid back a little bit. I think he saved some of the tires, but there you can see a little bit of right rear damage on that 95. May have got into the outside wall just a little bit, but DiMaggio has since reeled that 42 right back in. Maybe lap traffic coming into play as well as they go by the 21 of Mark Schrader. Schrader is listed as the first car off of the lead lap in the lucky dog position if we get a late race caution. But since lap 72, we have been clean and green, and I look for this thing to carry on out the rest of these laps remaining here. But more importantly, this fuel run, do these drivers have enough to make it from here? Final bit of house cleaning here tonight. 26 drivers took to tonight's starting lineup. We have still got 23 out there on the track with just 17 now left on the lead lap. The 42 is going to go down to the bottom of the track, and I think to pit road. Or no, that was not the 42. I do apologize. I thought that was the 42 way down there and off the track and off the pace. But no, wasn't that. High five for your race leader, Coleridge Finmore. Last time by Bernie Flagger, the flag man, out here tonight at Iowa Speedway. We do appreciate all his hard work here in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. Also, big time a shout out to my good buddy Travis Smith running the pace truck here tonight, keeping all these drivers in line under the pace laps. Now that Kyle Jett has been able to navigate his way through some of that heavier lap traffic, he has picked up the pace, has reopened that gap now upwards of a half a second. So I believe it was the lap traffic coming into play that put DiMaggio right back there almost into that second spot. We'll jump back here with this battle as Christopher Daniel, he is struggling just a little bit. 3 wide there with the 37 of David Robinson. Justin Groves not too far off behind him after the 88 had a big moment with Dalton Carter and Dave Rogerson. Those two drivers continuing to battle on the track. That's 13th, 14th on the speedway, but you might as well go ahead and call it on from about 9th all the way through about 16th. There you have them, all these drivers under a blanket. Popsicle sticks, last time by, final lap this time by for your race leader. The one of Coleridge Finmore makes his way off of turn number 2 just one more time down the backstretch and into turn 3 for the final time here tonight. Your race leader, Coleridge Finmore, going to make his way off of 4 and sure the flag once again for his drive for 5. Put 5 wins in his back pocket here this season with just now 1 race remaining before we head off into the championship. and as these drivers begin their cool down laps. We're going to take a quick commercial break, get things all set up and ready to go for your post-race interview, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We will be right back. Backtrack side ready to roll as we let the replay go on the screen there for you. Let's see if we can't catch in and have a few words with the driver that walked away third here tonight, making his return to the track, return to the podium as well. Frank DiMaggio, it's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, bud, how you doing? How you feeling after a solid run here, able to walk away with a podium position once again?
Yeah, overall it was a pretty good return, I guess. Got caught in a little bit something at the beginning and had about 40 seconds of damage, but once we repaired that, we were able to start coming up through the field. And then once we got to P3, we kind of just stalled out there, and that was it. I don't think I had any speed for those guys. I was trying to save my stuff, but that didn't work either. So those guys were in a zip code of their own, and they did a good job. Hats off to them.
Well, Frank, you were gone for quite a while. You're back now. we're right on the cusp of going into the chase. You're already locked in with the race wins, those 3 race wins that you have in your back pocket. How are you looking forward to that championship run?
It'd be nice to make the playoffs, but at the same time, we're gonna miss a bunch of races in there, so I'm not gonna really be a contender. I might call in sick for my favorite track at Indy, so we might do that. Don't hopefully my boss isn't listening, but other than that, yeah, I'm disappointed I can't really race the full schedule there because a lot of those tracks are ones that I circle on the calendar. But we'll go out in the races that we can, and we'll do our best and see if we can come away with a few more wins.
All right. Well, Frank, again, it's always a pleasure to catch up with you. Great to see you back out there on the track. Great to see you back on the podium spot. So before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody on the side of that 95?
Well, first and foremost, we're thinking of Jade. We're hoping he's getting better, and we hope to see him back on track. He's a big part of this league, and we really miss him. So hopefully he recovers soon, and he starts whipping our butts again. But other than that, we got to thank Wheels for Warriors USA. Great program they got going on here. And everybody else, part of the league, the admins, and everybody watching. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, my man. Well, we'll look to catch up with you a little bit later on throughout the rest of this season.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final words from the driver walking away with the 3rd place here tonight. That was the 95 of Frank DiMaggio. Let's see if we can't catch in a few words now with the driver that walked away with the pole position, finishing in 2nd here tonight inside of that 42 Toyota Camry. Kyle Jett, it's Dave in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
Not too bad. Top 3. Can't complain. You know.
Well, walk us through a little bit of your race, if you don't mind, Kyle. You took the pole position here tonight, and then it looked like you kind of struggled at the beginning of the race. You dropped back through the field, I believe, somewhere around the 6th or 7th position, but then you fired that thing right back to the front of the field.
Yeah, I kind of just told myself, like, chill out a little on this race because tires are super important. And if we got like a longer green flag run, I kind of would have been screwed if I was battling it out with the top guys for the whole time. And then once that green flag run got going, I started to kind of pick the pace back up a little, just being as consistent as possible and trying to stay with them, but not break ground too much by getting passed by too many people.
Well, the strategy worked out for you. Unfortunately, not able to run down that one of Fenmore, but I do want to take a moment to look towards the future here, Kyle. You're one of the drivers locked into the chase. We head to Darlington for the final regular season race. Are you looking past Darlington and into that first race in the round of 12, or are you focusing to try to see if you can't maybe get a few more bonus points or something like that heading into the chase?
I definitely think a win at Darlington would definitely help give me some confidence going into the playoff rounds and stuff. I mean, you see how fast number 1 is. He's the guy I'm pretty much chasing every week, so it'll be a fun battle for sure, trying to keep up with him and maybe even beat him sometimes.
Well, Kyle, I do hope we get to see that here in the next few races. So again, my man, always a pleasure to catch up with you when we can. And congratulations on a solid 2nd place finish here tonight. So before we let you go, would you like to give any shout outs or thank anybody on the side of that 42 machine?
Well, as always, I got to thank you for putting on these streams and putting on the broadcast and giving us some good entertainment. And I'd like to thank my teammates, Turn 3, Carter Racing Paints, Wheels for Warriors, and all the admins for making a great league for us. And I look forward to every race, and I can learn a lot more from them. So it's definitely fun being up here and learning from these guys.
All right, Kyle. Well, again, congratulations on the pole. Congratulations on the solid run. And we'll see if we can't catch up with you again at Darlington.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final words from the man right there inside of that Toyota Camry. Kyle Jett walks away from the track in the 2nd position. And, well, there you can see it right there on screen. Once again, back in victory lane. That's 5 now for Coleridge Fenmore. It's Dave in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Dave.
How you doing, bro?
Another solid week.
I hear you. I'm not sure if you're a DJ Khaled fan, but I believe your new theme music is All I Do Is Win.
Well, I wouldn't say it's all the time.
Very, very humble, Coleridge, my man. You walked away dominating the race here tonight. You put that 5th win on the board for the season. As we finish off this regular season next week at Darlington, are you looking past Darlington or maybe focusing on one of those first races in the Chase? Because it's a little mixed bag. I do believe we've got a road course mixed in there. I believe Watkins Glen, actually. So is there any race in that first round that this one crew is concerned with?
I think the hardest one, I think the first race we go that opens up the Chase is Talladega, and that's always a wild card race. You can go in there and anybody can win. It just depends on if you can make it through the big one when it happens. So I think that's going to be the big struggle. We've had good results at Watkins Glen, and I think there's a mile and a half after, and we've been pretty good there. So we'll take it one race at a time and just work hard.
Well, working hard, something that you've done all year long, and you're enjoying the fruits of that labor. So, Coleridge, again, congratulations on your 5th win of the season here tonight at Iowa Speedway, and the cornstarch 135. So, before we let you go and enjoy the rest of the night celebrating away, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody on the side of that one machine?
I want to start off by thanking Wheels for Warriors and Cyber Thunder for allowing me to come out here and race with these guys and putting on a great show. I want to thank you, Dave, and Turn 3 Broadcast for allowing people to watch this great broadcast. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my team. I want to thank my friends. And I want to just send my prayers out to Craig. Here he's getting a little better, but wishing the best for him.
All right, Coleridge. Well, again, my man, always humble, always a classy man. Glad we could catch up with you once again, and we'll see if we can't talk again at Darlington.
Thanks. Take care, Dave.
There you have it. Final few words from your race winner. Very gracious, very humble, and we're all still thinking about our good buddy Jade Bell, a.k.a. Craig Bell, here in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. And as we watch that celebration unwind, man, what a night it was right here for that man on screen. Coleridge Fenmore walks away with yet another race win. Whew. That's going to pretty much do it for us here from the booth here tonight. Drivers doing a heck of a job out there. Just 4 cautions on the evening tonight here at Iowa Speedway. And I do believe next week we're going to have a special treat. Darlington Raceway on tap next week.
I feel like I was just on another planet.
And as you can hear, producers hitting those music buttons, it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results. Walking away with his 5th win on the season, Coleridge Fenmore takes the top spot. 42 of Kyle Jett going to finish in 2nd. 3rd place goes to Frank DiMaggio. Eric Moore in the 5 going to finish in the 4th spot. Bradley Beeman in the 92 walks away in 5th. 6th place tonight goes to Bill Jett. Jeff Sharp slotted home in 7th. 78 of Bob Rogerson going to walk away in 8th place. 9th goes to Cole Gray. Rounding out your top 10 here tonight in the Cornstarch 135. That will go to the 9 of Brian Dorsey. The 101 of Dave Gainforth going to walk away in 11th. 12th place goes to David Rogerson, Dalton Carter, Christopher Daniel, and Justin Groves. Round out your top 15. 16th here tonight, returning to the track once again, the 24 of Zach Shahalis. Tyler Beeman going to slot home in 17th. 18th spot here tonight goes to Dave Sanders. 19th on track, the 4 of Paul Turner. Mark Schrader going to walk away in 20th. The 82 of Robert Gregory finishing tonight's race back in 21st. 22nd goes to Chris Wold. Eric Anderson, 23rd. 24th to Mike Grandy Sr. John Dykeman going to walk away from the track back in 25th and struggling with some electrical issues here tonight. Burning the hamburger helper down. The 34 of Tom Richter will finish in the 26th and final position here tonight. Well, race fans, just one more race before we fire things off for the chase right here in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup Series. So if you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you. And, well, not much left to do, not much left to say. Season getting down to the nitty and gritty, and, well, race fans, we're going to roll up the cords and head off to Darlington to get ready to go cut off racing next week right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So, stay safe, stay loved, and until next time, my friends, we'll meet you in Turn 3.